Fish on. What do I got here? Fish on. Feels like another bass. And a big crappie. Holy smokes.
Perfect.
How's it going, everybody? Doing the old car interview today because it is nasty out. It's blowing and snowing. Good news about that is that's going to keep a lot of fishermen at home in the warm today. So we jumped on the interstate well before daylight today. We're going to drive about 2.5 hours to the west. There's a small pond there that I know of that's got a pretty good number of crappies in it. I've caught a lot of good eater size, and I've heard that there's some big ones, so we're gonna go check it out. Hope everybody's doing good. I know in the Midwest here we've been getting hammered by cold weather and lots of snow. Don't let that stop you from getting out. Those fish are nice and tucked in under this ice, so hopefully you're all dug out, getting some fishing done, enjoying the outdoors. We're gonna go and see if we can chase down some of these crappies today and see if I can share some with you. We'll see you in a bit. Another nice bass. Whoa! Hooked up on a hungry little bass. Yeah, there's another one.
Oh, that's not a bad size.
The other one was way bigger than this. Oh, there's another one down there. I better get him back. Holy cow, that one's way bigger. You must have some catfish in here too, because
I know there's some carp.
Yeah.
Hey, I needed to ask you one question.
Yeah, what's up? Get her figured.
Oh yeah, I'm glad he drove his 4-wheel drive tractor in here so you could get close.
Oh yeah, that was much better. So much better.
Well, I'll let you go. I'll talk to you later.
All right, Doug. Have a good day.
Yeah, you too.
All right, bye-bye.
Okay.
Yep.
All right, see you, Cam.
Yep. All right, everybody. Here we are. Hopefully everybody can see me. So, kind of a train wreck. I'm actually on my third spot out here. I caught 1 crappie and 2 really nice bass. I don't even know if any of it's on videotape because I have GoPros freezing up. I moved 2 or 3 times. I've had the landowner come and talk to me next door to see how I was doing, and just every time I got a bite and caught a fish, there's a bunch of other stuff going on. So here I am. I finally got a location where there's some fish filtering through. I'm in about 6 feet of water. This is a really small waterway. Oh, there's a fish on the screen right now. Let's see if we can get this one while we got you guys here. Semi-interested. Looks a little smaller than the ones that I've been dealing with up to now. But anyway, I'm in 6 foot of water. Fish just kind of slowly filtering through here. The ones that I've caught have all hit really aggressive, so that's been awesome. But yeah, they're also real spooky. So yeah, there we go. Wasn't our target. I think I had a bunch of crappies around me, and then this guy just raced in and smashed it. We're gonna get him back here and get back down because there was a bunch of fish down there. On the 308 baits, pink and chartreuse crappie slayer. He was on it. Let's go get another one here. I still got quite a few of them swimming around down there. Fish on. I don't think that's crappie. Oh, another bass. I've got a bass looking over here too. Oh, what's happening? I wondered if that was gonna happen when I put a minnow on. Another bass. Smoked a minnow. Not target, but definitely a fish. Let's get him back here. Get another bait out. Not target, but we'll take him. Oh geez, that's a big old bass, man. Holy cows. Jeez, that's a big bass. Golly. That's a nice one, man. Yeah. Glad I didn't catch him with my little crappie rod, but come on. Yeah, man. That's a nice chunker right there. Look at that. Barely hooked. God, look at that, guys. That's a gorgeous fish. Big old mouth for Nebraska. That's about as good as they get. Yeah, man. So excited. And of course, he just trashed 308 baits, crappie slayer, monkey milk colored. One of my favorites. God dang. I could take a bunch of them like that and be a pretty happy guy. Even though I'm chasing crappies, I'll always be okay with a bass like that. Alright. Beautiful bass. Probably 3.5, 4 pounds. Hit on a 308 baits crappie slayer, monkey milk colored. Just all around, but I can't buy a bite. It's craziness. What's going on?
Hey, Game Warden, how's it going?
Good, sir. How are you?
Good.
Just a second, I'll get opened up here in the back.
Problem. Take your time. You at least having any luck?
What's that?
You at least having any luck?
Oh, a few bass. I had one crappie hooked earlier, but
Oh, yeah?
he came off at the hole, so. Bass for now. How are you today?
Oh, not too bad.
Yeah,
Cold.
surviving the wind?
Yeah. It sucks. I took some goose hunters and had to go walk out there pretty far.
Oh my gosh.
Oh.
Yeah, that doesn't sound fun at all of me.
Is this your property right here?
Yeah. Let me.
Any keepers or you just letting them go?
I'm just letting them go. If I get some good crappies, I might keep a couple, but
Heck yeah.
no, I'm not a. Oh crap! I'm gonna have to open it up because they backed up all my pictures. Let me.
It's a pretty nice slice.
Yeah. It's not very effective in this super shallow water, so.
Yeah, 6 feet. That what it's
Yeah, 6 feet, and this is the deep spot. It actually gets shallower in the middle. It's kind of a weird pond, so.
Oh,
yeah, absolutely, but that's all right. It'll
You'll go to the.
When did they change all this over? Was it recently?
We just got it probably 2 months ago now.
That
Yeah.
makes sense.
Yeah.
I've just had the picture. Oh, geez, there's a fish. Oh,
Yeah, if you get a fish, reel that sucker out.
oh, I had him. Son of a gun. Golly.
Get him?
No, he's still there though. We're gonna try again here real quick. Oh, there we go. GoPro, start recording. Fish on. Oh man, this is way too big for this rod. He's gonna tie me up in this life scope so bad. Way too big. lost him. Son of a gun. Son of a gun. Man. Good sized fish. Might be in a little bit of trouble if he bites this, but we're going for it anyway. Oh, he missed it. Head over here to my other bait. See if he does anything with it. Fish on. What do I got here? Fish on. Feels like another bass. Oh, big crappie. Holy smokes. That's what I'm talking about. Holy smokes, guys. Look at the size of this crappie. Jeez Louise. I got another one on my other bait. I think he had it too. Golly. That's a big old crappie. Man. That crappie is a beast for Nebraska. That's what I'm after right there. That's what I've been wanting. That's what I've been after. And he just came in and crushed it. Look at that thing. That's what I'm talking about. That's a 15 plus all day long. I gotta get some pictures of that bad boy. That's what I'm after. And you'll never guess what he bit. 308 baits crappie slayer, man. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Sorry guys, I need to shoot this out real quick to my old lady because she's gonna get all excited. Man, that is what we've been waiting on. I knew they were around down there. I mean, that, if you look at it on my arm, all day long, that's a 16, 17 inch crappie. So that is definitely what we're looking for today. I heard they were in here. I haven't ever caught them in here myself, but those are the ones right there. Those are the ones. All right, so a little explanation what's going on now with that. So I was throwing one of the 308 baits crappie slayers in monkey milk color, and these fish are not schooled up. When the school fish come in, those are smaller fish, they're harder to catch, but occasionally these great big marks come in, and those are the ones we're after. Those are big 15 to 18 inch crappies that are out just on their own, wandering around looking for food. This morning, the first one that I had caught was on a rip and wrap and a hard bait, and then that kind of died off. So now I've gone to a soft plastic, and I'm not using a little tiny jig. I've got a little tiny jig down there, but the crappie aren't biting it. They're biting that 3-inch 308 baits crappie slayer, just on a little jig head, doing the same thing I would do for them if it was summertime. So Don't rule those baits out when the ice falls around. Those big fish are still looking for that bite. So stay on them. Keep on going. Hopefully we can get a couple more for the bucket. Fish on. Oh my gosh. Little tiny crappie. Little teensy tiny baby. Those are some of the size now. I suppose I can throw him back, huh? There's another one down there though. Let's get my line down before I throw him in. Fish on, another good one. Eater. Crappies are waking up all of a sudden. The snow started. Crappie, crappie, crappie. Fish on. Fish on. Oh, another crappie. Don't think we're gonna keep him. I think we're gonna let him go. Another crappie. Crappie. He's not a bad sized crappie, but he's not really what I'm looking for keeping, so I'm gonna get him put back here. Back in the tank. Another good one on the 308 too. On 308. They're really digging them crappie slayers today. Fish on. All right. Oh, that one. Golly, so close. I don't know. No, we're letting him go. We're not gonna keep any of these small ones out of this pond since it's seed for them giant ones. Someday that guy's gonna be a 2.5 pounder and I'll catch him again and it's gonna be awesome. And I'll be glad that I threw him back today, even though I won't know it's him, but we're gonna do it anyway. Because that's a beautiful little crappie. Just a hair smaller than we're keeping today. And down the hole. Alright. That one cooperated pretty well. He just pretty much swam into it and ate it. So, oh, there's another one down there meeting it. Come on, stud. Fish on. Feels like a good one too. Oh, dang it. That is a good one, but it's the wrong species. It's jacking all my stuff up. Golly. You're not supposed to swim up out of the hole, dude. You're supposed to let me gently finesse you in for the camera and make it look pretty. Never guess. Nice little largemouth on the 308 crappie slayer. That thing is the ticket today. Absolutely killing them. Killing them, killing them, killing them. Killing the fish with the crappie slayers. Beautiful little bass. Not quite what we're after though. We're gonna get him back here. And he gone. All right, everybody. So there's a couple things I just wanted to talk about real quick while I have a second. So I'm out here on a really small body of water. It's maybe 5 to 12 acres. I'm fishing a part of it I've never fished before, and I got out to the middle of the basin and dropped my live scope down, and it was only about 4.5 feet deep. There was a couple fish around, but as I scanned around, I realized that as I get closer to the bank, holy smokes, there's a fish on my minnow. I noticed that the water got deeper towards the bank, and I could see schools of fish over there. So you often hear me talk about contour lines and small drop-offs, and in our plain bodies of water here in Nebraska without a lot of structure, how just a small transition can make a big difference. Well, I literally have moved over and I'm now sitting in 5.5 to 6 foot of water. So I moved about 60 feet and only picked up about 1 foot to 1.5 foot of water depth. And I consistently have fish moving through. There's schools of fish around me. Out in that 4 foot of water where I started out by the basin, I was seeing 1 or 2 fish on the forward facing live scope, not under me. And they weren't moving around. They were just kind of hanging in one spot. So that's what I'm talking about when I say just a small gradual change of 12 inches can really attract a lot of fish. Another thing is I'm out here in this 5.5 to 6.5 foot of water, and the landowner next door came over to check and see how my fishing was going. Well, the minute he walked on the ice, I had fish racing across my screen and just clearing out of the area. So that tells me right away this isn't a time when I want to get out and run and gun for these fish. The problem is, in a small body of water like this, all I'm going to accomplish is pushing fish all over the place, and it's really going to make my life a lot harder. Not to mention the fact if there's another piece of area in this lake that they like to hang out in, they may just not come back, and I could spend all day chasing them from spot to spot to spot. This is the type of situation when it's a good idea to sit down and camp, which works out perfectly because on a windy, cold day like today, I don't want to be out in that stuff any more than I have to anyway. So just remember that. Fish on. Come on, dude. What we got here? Oh yeah, crappie lover. Another one though that's just not quite where I want him to be to keep him. So he's gonna get a free pass today. Free pass for this dude. If I can get the hook out of his mouth. Dang, man. There we go. Nice little crappie. Crappie. Going back. Nice and aggressive. I wish they were all coming in and hitting like that, man. There is no doubt with him. He just came right in and slurped it up. Slurped it up just like they're supposed to. One thing I really like about the crappie slayers and 308 baits is, first of all, the color selection is awesome, which is incredibly helpful because color can make all the difference. I'm running right now a monkey milk on one side, and then I've got a white with a chartreuse stinger tail on the other side. And the monkey milk by far is out fishing everything else that we fished today. So color, the action of it, that little tail is flat instead of cylindrical. So when you move that up and down, just the slightest pump and that tail's got a good motion to it, which is awesome because you can keep that subtle presentation and still have the lure moving and creating attention for the crappies. So yeah, 308 baits, crappie slayers, they're the way to go. There's fish waiting down there for me. Let's see what they want to do. My guess is probably nothing, but you never know. Ooh, dang, he hit me and I was goofing off. Oh, there's a fish. Oh, that's a good fish, whatever it is. Either a bass or a big one. It's a good one. Not a monster, but he's an eater. He's an eater. That's the size I like best. Ooh, man, my line broke as soon as I... Well, It's next morning, everybody. That was a pretty awesome trip. It was definitely a trip full of ups and downs. I'm doing this exit the next morning because between the 10 hours of fishing and 4 hours of driving, I was exhausted when I got home last night, and the weather really turned bad, so I was driving on some pretty sketchy roads. But we got out onto a pond. We caught some really nice crappies, some nice bass. The weather was frigid outside with a high wind, so we didn't get to jump around and hole hop as much as we wanted to and really break that pond down, but we did find fish. It was a great time. We're gonna get back out there again when we get a nice day where we can hole hop a little bit without freezing to death. We're gonna go back. So yeah, thanks for joining me on this video. If you want to support my channel and help me move forward a little bit, hit the subscribe button. We sure appreciate it. Thank you guys for watching my videos. It's pretty humbling to know that there's people out there that take time out of their day to give me a peek. Thanks a lot. We appreciate you. Go fishing.